Mic check, mic check, mic check. 1, 2. On my way to third. Flow sick. Put a straight jacket on my words. Now let's get right into this. Okay, now I just got two topics for today. AJ Brown, reckless bike riding in Philadelphia. Okay, that's the first topic. My second topic, I'm going to be breaking down the Philadelphia Eagles roster. This is just from the standpoint of who I feel like should be starting or who's going to be cut or just like some who's going to make the team predictions, things like that, right? And just the overall current state of our roster. But first things first, I have to I have to address AJ Brown and his reckless driving and his reckless bike riding, bro. And I didn't think bike riding isn't necessarily considered dangerous, okay? All right. But I mean this was terrible, okay? On every level as far as, you know, just how dangerous something could become. I mean, this was just simple bike riding, but I want to actually just go through his entire path, his bike riding path, bro. Cause we have to, because first off, for me, as everything was the news broke, AJ Brown crashed. He crashed, or a car hit him on a bike. What? So when I cover it, I'm just everything I can get, every clip, video, I'm getting it piece by piece. But when I piece it all together, bro, I have to be honest here. And I know everybody loves AJ Brown. I love AJ Brown, but bro, he was really reckless riding his bike yesterday, man. And I'm glad nothing happened, but something could have happened. This man could have got hit by a car. But let's just go through his entire path, okay? Let's just go through it. That's him riding a bike. Like, I mean, he's stumbling early. He's stumbling early out the gate. Okay, like we need security or some around these guys, or like, because this is an investment here. So I mean, if something happens now, we don't have AJ Brown because something like from off the field for a charity event. I mean, but it was just I'll just let it play so you guys can actually look and see how it just all was gonna turn out bad. Okay, and it did. Okay, he's riding his bike. Okay, he hops on the bike. He's already stumbling. I mean, look now, no hands, no hands. Like, bro, you're right now. You're in the middle of the street riding a bike with no hands. Okay, you switching lanes. I mean, bro, he just looks out of sorts here a little bit. Like, dude, if you fall off of that bike, bro, going that fast, and like, come on, man. With this is I don't want to see this from my athletes, honestly. Okay, now at this point, I don't know what happened. I don't know if a car hit him. I don't know what. I just say, hey, we just hear guys saying, God damn, pay attention, man. So you're not paying attention. You're live streaming while you're riding this bike. And you mean like you had no hands, you're riding a bike, you're on a live stream in the middle of the street, and it's raining, bro. And it's raining, bro. Like, come on, man. I don't want to see this. Yes, bro, he was tripping, bro. He was tripping, bro. I know I can't be the only one see this. Uh he said, way to break it down, bro. Extra the man. And bro, I had to, because none of this seemed right. Like, honestly, man. Like, dude, what are you like, bro? I like, why are you so I mean, okay, look again. Okay, I'll tell you guys how I got the information. Okay, so how I got the information. I see uh a YouTuber posted a video. So I instantly go to Twitter, and that's when I get this part right here. This is all I got was this when it crashed, like a 6 seconds.
I'm really finna call me. Man, y'all saw that? Wait, bro. I don't think I should do this shit. I ain't doing this shit no more. Mr. Lord, how? I'm right here. I'm finna point this motherfucker.
Right, and that's all I got. That was all I had. So then I acquired more footage after the after he almost, was hit by a car. He's riding around in Philadelphia. He's lost. He don't know where he is, type thing. Like, bro, like, come on, man. Why this? Let's just play it. Let's just play it.
But hey, no lie, that woke me up though. I'm in the drive. I'm gonna finish this. Let me damn, I get hit by a car. I'm about in 30th place right now though.
30th place.
Oh, I see the lights.
He said I'm in the hood. He says I'm in the hood. Bro, what? You're in the hood? Then he said, "Oh, I don't know if I'm in the hood or not." Philly is kind of sketchy. Bro, why are you out here alone riding a bike? Like, I don't know, man. I don't want to see this again. This was botched. I don't want to ever see him do this charity event again. If you do it again, bro, don't hop on a bike. Please, 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 AJ. Okay, there's officers out there.
I respect every hood. Nah, real talk, man, I really enjoy myself. Really like not myself.
Like, he's riding a bike and live streaming, which is crazy to me, bro.
Am I going the right way? I'm gonna check back in a minute. All right, my boy.
Yo, what's up, Touch? Weapon, you broke your nose, bro.
Hold on. Let me hold on to you, huh?
How'd you break your nose, Touch, man? You good? Is everything okay?
I'm doing if you don't mind this answer. Trying to survive. I'm almost there, guys. What kind of world is this, bro? Hear me out. I started off in like second place. Went 200. Got to 30. Went back to 30. Just ended up about 250.
He's in the like dead last.
I don't want to fix myself. Now I'm at 253. I'm on Instagram Live. Give yourself a shout out.
He's on Instagram live, like, bro. This is hilarious. This is like funny, man. I'm glad he got all this recorded. This was like a crazy day for him. See, exactly. Someone said it. Someone yells out, "Hey, you're on the phone." They like, come on, man. Like, this was really impressive to see him riding a bike like this, bro. You know what I mean? But it's still, bro. Anything can happen. I don't want to see you on a bike, bro, in the rain, while on your phone and ride with no hands, bro. I don't want to see that, bro. This is way too close for comfort for me.
Trying to survive. How are you doing that? I don't know. I thought that was supposed to be the finish line, but it wasn't. Just to the like.
Oh, my sister's running. She just took off.
He's stopping having conversations. Like, bro, you like, okay, you at like dead last place, bro. You was like, this is hilarious from AJ Brown, man. But I don't want to see. This was too scary for me, man.
I'm still open. I had a little break. Had to talk to my nanny.
I mean, I had a little break. I mean, bro, this is way too like I was so afraid, like hit by a car. But how it transpired, it was all hilarious. To be honest, it was really hilarious, and he made it. He made it.
Go for like 1,800. Put me on the wall. Or is that just the Super Bowl? Super Bowl people.
Are they telling? He telling Philly to put him on the wall. He want to be on the wall. They got Fletcher up there. Well, where is that on the building? That's the stadium. Wait.
Go for like 1,800. Put me on the wall. Or is that just the Super Bowl? Super Bowl people. Like I want to be on the page. Yeah.
Who's on that wall? I see LeSean McCoy.
I know they ain't gonna put me up there. The QB ain't up there. I know I ain't. Fletch up there? Oh no, he gotta put me up there.
He said, "Win the Super Bowl, trust he would be on that wall with Hurts." Yeah, if he win the Super Bowl, yeah. If he win the Super Bowl. All right, he finished it. Okay, he finished the race, man. So that's good. That's great. And without any, serious injuries. But bro, it was. I don't want to see it, bro. Like, nah. But I'm glad he made it out of that. It's because that was a huge scare, man. I was like, bro, they can't have him like on a bike. Like, nah, man. Have AJ Brown doing something else, man. I don't want to see him on a bike. I don't want to see AJ Brown on a bike again for quite some time. I'll be honest with you. Yo, what's up, Myram? I don't want to see AJ Brown on the bike no more. Like, we're good, bro. It was fun. It was hilarious. You got the live streaming. We got to see it. That was great. Okay, cool. But bro, I don't want to see that I don't want to see AJ Brown on a bike with no hands. That's just riding around. That's just scary, bro. Like, because you look at players who players get injured outside of football. You look at the guy who blew his fingers off. He played for the Giants, Jason Pierre-Paul. Plant like with fireworks. So you never want to really see that from your star player, riding bikes and stuff like that, or just look weird. Okay, so let's look at the depth chart for the Philadelphia Eagles. And just see where we give it an overall grade for each position. So I would start with quarterback. We have Jalen Hurts, Marcus Mariota, Tanner McKee, and Ian Book. We have we know who Jalen Hurts is. I mean, he's our franchise quarterback, rightfully so. Then we have Marcus Mariota. He's a veteran. He can, he can move around, he can throw, he can make plays. So, and he's a veteran. He's a number 1 overall pick. So I think he'll be fine with our roster. I feel like we have our quarterback group, I would say, is probably a B plus to an A. I mean, since Jalen Hurts makes it an A, and Marcus Mariota even makes it better. So I would just keep it at a strong A. Okay. Running back room is ridiculous. Okay, with Rashad Penny, DeAndre Swift, and Kenneth Gainwell with Boston Scott. Okay, Trey Sermon, I'm not huge on him. Kennedy Brooks. I mean, not big on those guys, but I know Boston Scott is going to give us 2 W's when we play the Giants. He's gonna that's 2 wins. You know, if we have to play the Giants, we have a giant killer. So I know Boston Scott is going to win us 2 games every year just from what he's going to do against the Giants. So I'm keeping Buddy on this team just to beat the Giants. I'm gonna be honest. You know, so we know what he brings. Kenneth Gainwell is easily a number 1 running back. So is Rashad Penny and DeAndre Swift. So I mean, this is the perfect blend because I mean, right now, DeAndre Swift is the starter. Like, let's make no doubt about this here. He's the leading back, okay? Now, after that, we have Rashad Penny. They have him at 1. He's not going to be the starting running back. I don't care what anybody says. You can forget that. So that the second, you know, who's going to get carries after DeAndre Swift is what you have to kind of look at. And, you know, if one of these backers get injured, I mean, Rashad Penny is injury prone, Swift is injury prone. If you can have them come in to give each other rest, or if one get injured, you have the other, you know, so you'll be able to survive if one of them gets injured, you know. So I think that's why we're taking a risk with some of these kind of injury prone type players. We just get 2 of them, and they kind of balance each other out, you know, and they can help each other stay healthy at the same time. So I don't know who's going to get that number, you know, that number, who's going to be the number 2 back, because it can easily be Rashad Penny or Kenneth Gainwell. So I don't know. They're going to have to fight for that. But they're all interchangeable is what I'm really trying to say. I really think Kenneth Gainwell should probably but not over DeAndre Swift. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, you know, because if DeAndre Swift stays healthy, I mean, they're not going to get that many carries. They're not going to get a lot of carries. DeAndre Swift will not allow that because if he's healthy the entire year, he's different. Okay, he's just different, man. He's just different. So if I had to rate our running backs as a whole, I would say maybe a solid B plus at the most. Okay, so quarterback at A, running back group would be a solid B. Quarterback room would be a solid A as far as depth in our overall roster. Receiver, we have AJ Brown. We know who that is. We have Devontae Smith and just a bunch of guys. Like, I mean, these are just a bunch of guys. Let's be honest here, okay? Quez, I mean, we have 2 number 1s, and everything else is just where do I start? Like, this is not what I would. Yeah, this room, we may need an upgrade. I mean, we may need. It's gonna have to be by committee with these receivers, if you ask me. After you, because Quez showed he's not a number 3. Olamide Zaccheaus, he looked good in Atlanta. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. He looked good in Atlanta. But you know, who's Britain Covey? Like, we know he's a punt return, kick return guy. I don't think he's gotten better or improved, honestly. We'll see. I doubt it. I think Greg Ward, we know who Greg Ward is. I mean, we don't have another stud at receiver. Devon Allen, these are all like, man, projects, or just they need a lot more progression and time to develop. Devon Allen is just a speedster. You know, he's an Olympic guy. So I mean, it's tough, man. Host of Joseph Nada. I mean, yeah, Charleston Rambo. I mean, these are all pieces that need time to develop and grow. We only have we only have two receivers. Okay. And that's AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. But God, are they good? So I mean, off just from depth, I can't get them an A because we don't have depth. So I would say a B plus for the receivers. But I want to say a strong A, B plus, but the depth is really what really like, scares me with this group. Because if someone goes down or if someone needs you're only as strong as your weakest link, okay? And that's with any position. So I would argue B plus A plus or A for the receiver. So far, quarterback is a solid A. Running backs a solid B. Receivers, I'll have to go B plus. And this is me trying to be. I'm not trying to be biased here. I'm trying to be completely honest. This group scares me as well. Dallas Goedert, and from there, nobody, bro, nobody. So our options, I mean, from a receiving core as a whole, would be Dallas Goedert, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith. Those three. Because there's nobody else outside of them that can actually strike fear or be a consistent playmaker, besides those three guys I named. So I mean, that's not a lot of depth. Okay, depth will get you in a long season. I mean, the offensive line, I think will always be fine. Just that group as a whole, I have no worries about them, and that's from left tackle to right tackle. That's the entire Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata. We're set. We got Roderick Johnson, Fred Johnson, Brett Toth. I like Jack Driscoll. Those three guys. That's solid depth. Guard, Landon Dickerson, Cam Jurgens, Tyler Steen. I like all these guys in here. I'm not gonna lie. The guards, all our guards we're so much depth at guard. This group with Jason Kelce. Yeah, this group is a solid A plus. Our offensive line is an A plus. Okay, so we got an A plus offense, A quarterback, a B plus receiver. I mean, like, come on, man. The offense as an overall grade. The offense as an overall grade is an A plus. No, A. A strong A. A strong A. I mean, the offensive line really brings all of this into motion, man. None of this happens without our offensive line. None of it happens without our offensive line. And our offensive line is an A plus. So it just makes everything else, that enhances everybody else's grade. That enhances the running back room. We'll get a boost from our offensive line. So every grade can be enhanced just from this offensive line. And if let's say if the offensive line becomes a weaker point in the team, it also takes away from the quarterback, running back, and receiver. So I mean, man, the offensive lines, they don't get enough credit, and none of this will really. Jalen Hurts' development does not happen unless he has an offensive line. Okay, his development it would take longer. I don't think Jalen Hurts reaches his ceiling without our offensive line. I mean, he has so much time to sit back and learn and make his proper reads and progressions. And the more reps he's getting, it's becoming easier. He's getting faster at it. So the offensive line really helped with this guy's development. They made it happen easier, and knowing Jalen Hurts, he would have progressed anyway. He's going to get his. But the offensive line made that so much easier, and overall, you got to get his offense at A plus. But now I would say I am concerned about, we need another playmaker. Even with the tight ends, they all play a role. You got some guys who can block. Jack Stahl isn't a slouch, or Grant Calcaterra. Okay, I like them. They have Jack Stahl is a great blocker. Okay, Grant, he's made flashes his rookie year. So he's one of those guys. He may take it to the next level. I see him make big plays. I've seen it. I've seen him make big plays. I've seen let's get to the defense. Wait, is this the okay, offensive tackles? I want to kind of get into some defense. This is just the offense. The offensive edition. Okay, that's all you guys got here for me. All right, well, offensively, I think we're a solid A. Let's see what you guys. Myram says, "Yo, what's the word, Myram? What's going on?" He said, "RPO system gonna go crazy. That thing is unstoppable. I feel sorry for it's finna look bad, man. I hope the NFL ready. The NFL ain't caught up yet. They not ready yet, bro. I'll be honest, they not ready for this system yet, and it's cool. So now, and we, it makes people kind of want to, we're in the spotlight now. He said, "I still can't believe." R-Star said, "I still can't believe we got Carter and Nolan Smith. I like Sidney Brown too. Yeah, I like all those guys, man. But you got to understand they are still rookies, and they still have to learn and develop. So, and it's going to take a little time. You feel me? So you always got to keep that in mind, bro." Penny Swift. Travis says, "What's up, Travis?" Penny Swift's health is better than 2017 backs. Their health is better than our 2017 backs. I don't know, man, but I don't know. I think they'll be fine together because you can always like they're interchangeable. So, R-Star says Boston Scott automatic Giants went. Yes, we're gonna automatically beat the Giants with this dude. For real. He's like a little luck charm. I don't know, but he actually puts in work against the Giants. So he has value. I know I'm gonna get 2 wins out of him. I'm keeping him. Touch says, "I only think we should have taken Trent Simpson over Sidney, but I'm not complaining. He's a great he's great to overcame a hard life. Everybody has to, overcome that type of stuff. Like not that exact, but it's always adversity. But I don't know who Trent Simpson is, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. He's another safety, a strong safety. Myron says they can save time for each other. Yeah, exactly. The two running backs for sure they can. Touch says, "I wouldn't be surprised if Boston Scott wins the 3rd spot and Penny goes the 4th. I would be surprised. Yeah, that'll be that running back. Yeah, that's interesting, man. That's real interesting. That's a good one to keep my eye on. B+ for okay, yeah, B+. Okay. Yeah, he should be number 3. He should. I think so. Quez ain't it, bro. 3rd is whoever wants it harder. Facts are R-Star. R-Star. Look, what they gonna do with that? They going some of these positions they finna let these guys actually fight and compete for. Deion Kane deserves a chance. Deion Kane. I don't know, bro. The depth has potential. Yeah, the depth does have potential, but all based off, I'm not really necessarily looking at. I do kind of equate the potential, but I mean, like, what if I put you in a game? Can I plug and play you, and you can like hold that thing down until you know we don't need you anymore? You know, or like what I like? Can you go in there and play and just not screw things up? Okay, uh, that's the guys who are, like if Dallas gotta go down, am I comfortable? No. If God forbid one of our receivers go down, am I comfortable with the guy coming in to replace? And if I'm not, I'm not comfortable with the depth, man. So potential, yeah, but you got to come in and play when we need you, bro. Because things get serious, people get lost. Like you have to. It's so valuable, man. It's so valuable having depth. Dallas is Gronk 2.0. Yeah, but we got to get him the ball more, man. We got to get him the ball. I'll be honest. He needs the ball more. That would be my. He would be my number one. That'll be my number one. That's the first. It'll be interchangeable again with our receivers, but he'll be the first read a lot of times in the game. At least 8 to 10. At least like he'll get at least 7 targets a game. I'll be honest. That's it. That he'll get at least 7 targets for me. Yeah, at least 7. But Deion Kane deserves a chance. I'm gonna have to look into that, bro, and see it really if. But I mean, I don't know. He's been. You can say everybody deserves a chance. I ain't worried about depth because we got Howie. That's his job. So many talents in him. Yeah, but no, I am worried because the depth is what got us in the what. Okay, depth. When you have depth, you have better special teams players. Okay, because the depth, the backups are the guys playing special teams. Okay, so when you have better depth, you have better special teams, and we need better special teams. We lost that Super Bowl was really the return, like just was a gut punch, So and if we had a above average special teams, no one is stopping the Philadelphia Eagles, man. So when you look at depth, you kind of look at special teams play really. So when I think of depth, I'm really thinking about special teams because those guys are going to be playing special teams. And it's huge. You lose games. Special teams can win and lose you games. Field position, and stuff like that, man. It's just it goes unnoticed, but it's been proven that it's called special teams for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I watched the Bears with amazing special teams unit and defense winning ball games with no offense at all. So I kind of seen early that the Saints Super Bowl run, like, special teams is huge, man, and it's the depth players. So I would like to see a signing a special teams ace. We need a couple guys that specialize in special teams. See, that's what we don't get into or talk about. Okay. That's it, and it's huge, man. That really win and lose ball games in the NFL. And I think we need a huge upgrade there on special teams. Honestly, bro. Yo, Weapon, can you search up a defensive depth chart for the Eagles? Yeah, I can. I was just thinking, like, let me look up one. So I am, bro. Hurts in Dallas needs to be like Winston Ertz. Didn't we pick Dan? Did we pick up Dan Arnold? Yeah, he's a tight end. So I mean, he's a veteran tight end. He's a veteran tight end, You know, he's tall, lanky. Looks like, I mean, you know, I think he was undrafted, so I think he's just a piece, man. You know, I don't think he's gonna really be effective, man. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of question marks with these players. It's so many question marks with some of these players, so it's hard to even, you know, they would have to have proven themselves, you know, for me to feel comfortable. But yeah, he's just another guy, Dan Arnold. He's just another guy. He's just another guy, bro. But I mean, I don't know if they have up. They don't. Or do they? They do. Oh, so they have an updated depth chart. It looks like it. Okay. Base 4-3 defense. Okay. Here's the starters for. Okay. This is what I like to see. Now we talking. That was a great. I'm glad you reminded me to do that, bro. Look up this defensive depth chart, and it looks. Oh man, it looks nice. Gosh, bro, it's trouble. It's just, I mean, just look. We need to upgrade at middle linebacker. I mean, if you just look at the defensive depth chart, I mean, dog, this looks amazing. Hey, this looks amazing. We might release Barnett and sign Miles Jack. Nah, we're not gonna release Barnett, bro. That's one of Howie's guys. And then we picked up his option. So that's not gonna happen. I doubt it. You know, especially, you know, coming off an ACL. I mean, no, where did he tear? Yeah, he coming off an ACL. You can't we can't just cut him without giving him a fair shake. Look what happened with Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham, he tore his Achilles, and dude came back and had an amazing year, bro. You know, so sometimes that could be the fuel, like, because we don't know what Derek Barnett is yet, man. You know, we really don't, and we have to see. I say give him a little more time, honestly, but we're gonna break this down, okay? We're gonna break this down. Give it time. The question marks will go away. Yeah, it would. It will. I just gotta see, man. You know, I just gotta see. Barnett never been good. He was all right. I mean, he was a rookie in our Super Bowl run. So for him to have that Super Bowl run his rookie year, bro, that was spectacular. So he was a piece. What he did for us, his rookie year, the year we won the Super Bowl, you know, and we drafted him. I feel like he get a lot of, you know, it's like we still got to see if he got some of that left in him, man. After that, you know, I mean, you say he was all right in our Super Bowl run. His rookie year, he was, you know, he showed a lot of flash our rookie year, his rookie year. So I don't think the Eagles they're not gonna move him. I mean, they picked up his option when before they picked up his option, nobody wanted the Eagles to pick up his option. When they picked his option up, I'm like, okay, yeah, they got a lot of love for the kid, and rightfully so. But we got to see we're gonna have to see something this year. He's on the hot seat. We're gonna have to see something this year, or, you know, because if you look at Brandon Graham was the same way. You know, it took Brandon Graham years to, you know what I mean, to show, and he did, and it panned out. So that's why, and you know, I think they were drafted around the same time, and bro, this can be another Brandon Graham. This can definitely be another Brandon Graham, and the kid showed signs, you know, and just, you know, the Philadelphia hat, you know, they can be looking at the Brandon Graham situation as a, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a great, that he's an interesting topic for sure. but we got to see something from him this year. Okay, but let's break down this depth chart. You guys can see this, right? This depth chart pretty well. Okay. Okay, Brandon Graham at this is in a 4. This would be in a 4 a base of 4 defensive linemen and 3 starting linebackers. Okay, the four defensive linemen would start with Brandon Graham on the left side. Okay, and then you would have Jordan Davis and Fletcher Cox at defensive tackle, and then Josh Sweat as the end. Okay, now at the defensive end, you got Janarius Robinson and Teron Jackson. I'm not thrilled about neither one of those guys, okay? And then at the defensive end, you have Josh Sweat, Derek Barnett, and Matt Leo. I'm not sold on those guys. We need another edge, but we have Hassan Reddick, okay? So, I mean, we know we're going to have him rushing off the edge. So, but still, I think we need another guy. We need somebody who can rush the passer. Can Jordan Davis do it? Nope. I mean, that's a huge question mark. If Jordan Davis can, if he's gotten better, if he has a pass rush, if he can affect the quarterback, you know, he just may be the most important piece on this team. Okay, but I feel like we need a pass rush. I feel like we would be another Nolan. Yep, Nolan. See, that's the thing, right? Okay, let's move I mean, from a, and then you have Jalen Carter. So maybe okay with Nolan Smith, but he's young. I haven't seen anything. Same with Jalen Carter. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give these kids a fair chance, and I'm gonna understand they're rookies. I'm not gonna put a lot of pressure on them. Okay, so it's like you got to give them time. You know what I mean? So I'm not really looking at those guys as even contributors, honestly, until I've seen something. You know, so I'm not even in my fantasy, in my how I would like to see it, bro. I would like for Jalen Carter to have 10 sacks and Nolan Smith to have 10 sacks as well this year. Like I would pray that they would have amazing seasons, but I can't really say because I haven't seen anything from them. But just based off potential, I think we're okay. And Milton Williams and Fletcher Cox, I think we're okay at tackle. Okay. You know, Jalen Carter was the best player in the draft. So, you know, then you got Milton Williams to back him up, you know, and then you got Jordan Davis. I think we have great depth here, okay, in the middle of our defense. The edge rushers, I mean, okay, if we could put, okay, from an edge perspective, we'll have Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat, and Hassan Reddick, okay, and some Nolan Smith. So, I mean, okay, I will probably want to see another pass rusher. Honest to God truth. Everything else I'm cool with. Those safeties are going to have to develop and play. Okay. Our defensive backs, I'm cool with them. I like them. Okay. But somebody's going to have to take these spots at safety. Okay. Our corners, the slots, our cornerbacks are good. I like Zach. I like Josh Jobe. I think we're fine. We'll be good. Okay. And of course, we got Darius Slay. Okay, with Kelly Ringo and Greedy Williams. I mean, these guys are going to be good. That we have a really great room. Our secondary is amazing. I love it. It's a nice mixture of dogs, and it's a lot of different types, and they all help each other and mesh well, bro. I mean, I don't know if they're all necessarily interchangeable, but I just like the overall blend with this group. Okay. Now the safeties, this is going to be an issue You know, if someone doesn't come take these spots, it's going to be a fight. This is going to be an interesting battle from, you know, the strong safety at Terrell Edmonds and Kayvon Wallace. For that strong safety, then free safety Sidney Brown and Reed Blankenship. That's amazing. I will pay to see that competition and you know in practice and see who wins that or who's better. But I would want Reed Blankenship and Sidney Brown in there. I like those two guys. No, I don't even know about Sidney Brown, honestly. I don't know. You know, he's a rookie, so I can't even. I'll throw Reed Blankenship in there to start. And it'll have to be and we'll see what Kayvon Wallace can do. Can you win this spot, Kayvon, bro? Like if you can't win this spot this year, if you can't start, I'm done with you. You know, but if Kayvon Wallace can produce, or if he's taking a significant step, we're fine. Honestly, we could put Kayvon Wallace and Reed Blankenship in there, but no, I mean it's Kayvon, so it's Kayvon. All right, now let's see. Okay, let's see. JD is just a space eater. What you mean a space heater? A space eater? Now, if that's the case, yes, and we can use that in a run game. But he has all the athletic ability in the world to have a pass rush. If he needs to have something, bro, he just can't be. I don't. Okay, you take on two defenders and you're being double teamed. Cool, bro. You're actually doing an amazing job because now you're opening things up for everyone else. But I need to see a pass rush. Like I don't when it's a passing down. I don't want to see him just like okay, just not moving or being double teamed. Bro, I want to see you fight through those. I want to see a pass rush or something. We need to see a pass rush. Not and if he takes that step, oh my God. It'll he'll be extremely good if he can take that step. Davis takes up blocks for everyone else to feed. Oh yeah, exactly. He's the type of man. Yeah, everyone else better. Yes, exactly. But for him to take a next step, if he can have a pass rush, because he has all the athletic ability too, he can do more than this, is what I'm saying, bro. But I agree. I understand that 100%. But if he even like two moves, a bull rush, a rip, I mean, because he has all the gifts to do it. I mean, we seen his combine. Like this dude is just like something different. Never seen a guy that big run that fast ever. You know, and he's just so extremely athletic and gifted to where I know he can do it. It's not like he doesn't have the ability to. He has the ability to. And if he doesn't, I would feel like he's kind of being lazy. He has to have some kind of pass rush, bro. Hottest take of all time, CJ Stroud is either going to be a bust or Patrick Mahomes. I don't know about the quarterback class. I would have to see. If I'm talking about bust, it will probably be the guy from the Panthers because he just looks so small. The guy from Alabama, you know, they had Tua. They just so small and fragile looking, bro. You know, and it looks like man, dog, you gonna be scared, bro. Like, is they gonna protect this boy? So I mean, hopefully he can prevent injury, man. But it just looked kind of weird him being like, I didn't know he was that small, Bryce Young. You know, so that that may not matter, but at a quarterback position, bro, he just looked like he did not. He looked like a kindergartner. So I'm just kind of worried about that. But I'll probably CJ Stroud. I think CJ Stroud have a better chance than I don't know. I'm not gonna know hot takes. I'm not gonna hot take nothing, bro. But let's get back to this. Carter gonna stop the run and pass. We'll see. Well, he looks like he can. Carter definitely can. Bro, they are first rounders though. Michael was thrown in the fire and he thrived. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course. I mean, but again, if they don't, I'll understand. I just don't want to put too much pressure on them. But you're right, bro. That's a great point. Brady's gonna have That's a great point, man. And honestly, I do think about that as well. But I kind of want to see it. You know, all these guys have potential. When I see it with my own eyes, then I could say, okay, you know, even if that's like it would take like first couple games of the season. It may take me a bit longer with some guys, but no, I usually know if I see something, whether that's preseason or just if I see a flash or you know, like okay, he can. Then, but yeah, bro, I can't really say much. I'll have to see something first, you know. But off potential, yeah, sure. And if I go off potential, then you know, I feel like that would kind of alter my reality, you know, or not my reality, but you know, what it would kind of alter my perception of things because I'm going off stuff that hasn't happened, you know. So I don't want to seem delusional here, but I just have to see it, bro. I can't go off. Oh, he can be, you know, he has the potential. He was a first rounder. There's a lot of first rounders that are bust, you know. So you know, it's like a lottery pick, bro. You don't really know. Reddick's gonna have Nolan Wright. Um, that would be two edge rushers. QBs will have no time in the pocket. We don't know that yet with Nolan Smith. I think he's gonna be great. I think all these guys are gonna be great. But I mean, you just you got to see it first, bro. You know. But off potential, yeah, sure, yeah, sure. Epps shined and he was replaceable. Yeah, he was replaceable. I mean, the safeties, something got to happen with the safeties, man. Why doesn't Kyron Johnson get more playing time? TK, because he's not ready. He's not ready to play. You know, he's just one of those guys. He has to develop. He's mad fast, yeah, but it's not always just about speed. On a real field, we blog Kansas City. Yeah, man, that was unbelievable. What we gonna that Myron, that was unbelievable. That Super Bowl, bro. I might have to watch it again. I'm actually going to watch the preseason this year. I'm actually going to watch. Yeah, I watch. You have to, bro. Ivan, dog. Well, I started making content last year, so that I think that was like really the only time I really watched preseason because it was for the content. I was locked in on the Eagles, like you know, now that I'm making content. So yeah, I was locked in, and you know the preseason is going to be lit. And then it's crazy because like, bro, last year was my first time, you know, watching preseason, and it's really good because you get to see the dude Ivan. You're gonna love it, bro. Okay, you're gonna love it because you get to see the guys who usually don't play, you know, or so you get to see them actually play, and it's cool, you know. And that's what preseason is for those guys, honestly. Uh, so we'll see Nolan Smith play. You know, we'll see Jalen Carter, and if that stuff is actually translated in the NFL, if they light the preseason up, Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter, I'm sold. I'm sold, Ivan. If they light the preseason up, I'm sold on them, bro. I'll be sold 100,000% sold. If you know, and they might, you know, and that'll be all I would need to see. Sidney Brown, you know, if he lights it up, you know, I'm in. Nolan Smith, you light it up, I'm all in on you, bro. I'm still in, but I just need to see it, you know. So overall, let's get this thing a grade. Okay, I'll have to put all the edge rushers in a collective because it's not just defensive end and line and strong linebacker. That's not how we, you know, we have defensive ends and we have edge rushers. You know, Hassan Reddick and Nolan Smith are edge rushers. So I'll have to put them in as a whole, the entire unit. So I would have to but Brandon Graham is a hand in the dirt kind of, and so is Josh Sweat. You know, we may need one of the, we may need a defensive end. We may need one more. That'll be a concern here at this level, but everything else on the edge rushers and the defensive tackle depth, were solid. Edge is something that we don't have depth in. I mean, I know a defensive end. Edge rushers were fine with Hassan Reddick and Nolan Smith. And I mean, it's just that's just two guys. And at linebacker, dog, we may have a problem on defense. Honestly, we may have a real, because I mean, outside of our cornerbacks, where do I see real depth? Just our defensive line. Defensive line, I mean, D tackles. Can Jordan Davis or Fletcher Cox play? I think Fletcher Cox can play a little bit of defensive end. I mean, at his age now, yeah, man, the depth at our tackles were fine. I would give that grade for my tackles a solid. But see, it's so many questions. This one is tough. The offense was easy, bro. The offense was easy. The defense, I don't know, man. Thoughts on Davion Taylor? He's just a guy. He's just a guy, man. Those are just guys. He's just a guy. Nothing special, man. We have to see. We haven't seen really a lot. I mean, he comes to camp, he looks in shape, he looks like he's ready, but I mean, he has the speed. I don't know, man. We should have seen more by now. He might just be one of those pieces that's a project. So he's just a guy they're trying to develop still. Nothing special. You haven't spoken about Nakobe Dean yet. You predicted to have a breakout season. So what if he breaks out as an edge rusher and starts looking amazing? Wait, whoa. You haven't spoke about Nakobe Dean yet, who you predicted to have a breakout season. So what if he breaks out as an edge rusher and starts looking amazing? Nakobe Dean breaking out as an edge rusher. I mean, again, that's a really, that scenario I can't foresee our middle linebacker breaking out as an edge rusher, because I don't think he will ever be rushing off of the edge as a middle linebacker. But if it's schemed that way for him to, if they start blitzing him and he can really blitz, and dog, that would be unbelievable. That would be wild. Okay, first off, to just think about Nakobe Dean being a crazy edge rusher, bro. Dog, come on, man. That would I mean, possible, maybe. That would be wild for sure. But overall for these grades, defensive, I think we need more depth. Defensive tackle, I would say a solid B+. Our defensive ends, a B. Linebackers, I mean, we have some edge rushers, that play linebacker, but we just have Hassan Reddick. Dog, I think we need more depth on defense. We need more depth on defense, honestly. So yeah, this group is going to be really interesting to see how everything plays out, for sure. But if I had to give the defensive grade an overall, I would say maybe a B, a solid B. A solid B. We're gonna have to really see our defense actually. Then they have a new head coach, so we have to see our guys actually. We gotta see them actually produce, man. But I think the offense is light years away from the defense right now, and we have to see how this defense put this stuff together and rebuild. And I think it'll take some time. At least I think it'll take some. I think during the middle part of the season, end of season, our defense should be ramping up on fire. But I think it's going to be some growing pains in the beginning of the season. But I think I would like to see another pass rusher, and some linebacker help. Okay, some linebacker help. So I don't think Howie's done here. This defense definitely isn't done. And we still need some pieces here. So we'll see what he do. He's gonna make a move, and it's gonna be right around. It's gonna be around training camp, probably. End of training camp, middle or end of training camp. Some's gonna ramp back up. So, because we still need a piece on defense. But yeah, that's the stream, guys. AJ Brown reckless bike riding was hilarious, dog. It was so hilarious. But and the Eagles roster breakdown. And we'll see what happened Monday. We'll see what happened Monday with our Eagles. But I'll try to do these streams as often as I can. I'll get up with you guys later. Clocking out. We out of here, man. See you.